I was screaming. I was telling him to stop. It wasn't until the second drink, and it was already too late, that I realized that there was something wrong with the drinks.
Explosive allegations have rocked the music industry again. Sean Diddy Combs, already embroiled in legal battles, faces chilling claims of drugging and assaulting a security staff member at one of his infamous Hamptons white parties. This time, the accuser is speaking out for the very first time, and what he reveals will leave you stunned. Stick around because this is a story you won't believe. The alleged incident occurred in 2007 when the accuser hired as security for one of Diddy's luxurious white parties. Initially, he described Diddy as gracious and friendly, but according to his lawsuit, that friendliness quickly turned into something far more sinister.
At first, he was incredibly friendly, very gracious.
The accuser claims that later in the evening, Diddy personally handed him a drink not from a server, but directly from Diddy himself. At first, he thought the drink was simply strong, but after the second one, it became clear something was wrong. The accuser alleges he was forcibly pushed into an SUV by Diddy, leaving him in considerable pain. Inside the vehicle, he claims he was overpowered and drugged, making it impossible to resist. His lawsuit describes the horrifying moment when he was sexually assaulted, stating he screamed for it to stop. But Diddy appeared cold, disconnected, and abusive.
The first drink started to have some effect on me, and I just thought, wow, these are really strong drinks. It wasn't until the second drink, and it was already too late, that I realized that there was something wrong with the drinks. Sadly, Sean Combs was waiting in the wings. He was watching from some sort of vantage point, and once I was in a helpless position and he was sure that he was in a position of power, then he took advantage of the situation.
But why is the accuser coming forward now? He says he didn't know there were others until news broke about a separate allegation involving a 9-year-old victim. That shocking report gave him the courage to step forward. He is saying, "If a 9-year-old can do it, so can I." The lawsuit was initially filed in October, but it wasn't without complications. The timeline had to be amended after inconsistencies arose, including the year of the alleged assault and whether the accuser was married at the time. These discrepancies could give Diddy's legal team ammunition to question the accuser's credibility. According to legal analysts, proving this case will be difficult but not impossible. The accuser alleges he informed his supervisor at the security firm about the incident. If witnesses or corroborating evidence emerge, it could strengthen his claims. This case also highlights the emotional toll on victims. The accuser, who remains anonymous as John Doe, says the trauma has haunted him every day since the incident. He hasn't told family coworkers or even his wife at the time, fearing the stigma and shame that often accompany such allegations.
I was screaming. I was telling him to stop. It was incredibly painful, and he was acting like it was nothing, and he seemed to be disconnected from it. But it was abusive beyond belief.
What's particularly striking is the accuser's revelation about how the passage of time hasn't dulled the pain, it has amplified it. He described the experience as a recurring memory that invades even the quietest moments of his life. Every celebration, every new relationship, every attempt to move forward has been overshadowed by the echoes of what happened that night. He also shared how his fear of being judged or dismissed as less of a man contributed to his silence. In his words, society rarely gives male survivors the same compassion or understanding afforded to others. He described this as an added layer of isolation, making it even harder to speak out.
Now, he says that not a day has gone by where he hasn't thought about this. He said that when something like this happens to you, which is of course his allegation that he was drugged and sodomized by Sean Combs back in 2007, he says that it impacts every part of your life. He says that he has not been able to carry on with relationships. He says that he did not tell his wife at the time, who he was married to when this allegedly happened to him. He hasn't told family members or coworkers. And again, that is one of the big reasons why he wants to remain anonymous.
The accuser also revealed that his job as a security professional became a source of anxiety after the incident. The very environments he once trusted to be safe, those he was hired to protect, now felt threatening. This eventually led to career instability as he struggled to reconcile his past with the present. This case is one of the most shocking to emerge from Hollywood in recent years. What do you think? Are these allegations part of a troubling trend, or is there more to the story? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for updates on this unfolding case.